I've had some pretty special fishing achievements. I've caught bass over 60 kilos, I've caught some big tuna, sailfish in Malaysia, big kingies, big snapper, but I really think that this bluefin on a jig has really just topped it for me. It's by far my top achievement in fishing. So a good friend of mine, Nova Walsh, she won a trip on pelagic charters for a 48-hour bluefin hunt. And so I got the invite and made my way up from Nelson and drove down to Tauranga where we boarded Te Ariki Nui.
Back to the boat. Yeah.
The bluefin were on their migratory path up round the East Cape. So our plan was to head out behind White Island and then make our way to Waihau, just so we could intercept them on their way up north. And the first night we trawled up from Tauranga, just as the sun began to set, boom, bluefin on. Geordie was up on the rod.
Come on, Geordie.
A good 25-minute fight and we had our first bluefin on the deck. Well, we figured out that the bite time for us was around night time, where that sun was starting to set and it was blacked out. And it was such a beautiful night, so we stayed out wide for the night in 1,200 metres of water way behind Mayor Island. And we had our underwater lights on and there was clouds of bait under the boat. And we were just so interested to see what it was, so we tried dropping down squid jigs, nothing there. Tried a sabiki rig, nothing on. And I just thought to myself, why don't we drop a jig down just as a laugh and see what happens? So I dropped it down to the 100 metres, jigged it up to 50 and dropped it down one more time. And I went with a really fast jigging technique. And boom, I was on.
You want the gimbal?
Hooked up, tight jigging.
It's a kahawai.
Night jigging, 1,200 metres. Oh my god.
What is it?
1,200 metres. You know the gimbal flip?
Off Tauranga.
I've got the little one, like
Yeah.
the little catch one.
36 miles offshore. Woo! And what? Quick jig after dinner and we're hooked up. Bluefin on the deck.
And I did not know what to think. I was hooked up on a jig in 1,200 metres of water.
Again. Get the right in, did you say?
Yeah, no need to strike the double.
The lighting working?
Hey?
Is the lighting
Yeah, it's good. It's a giant squid.
No, this is on the double.
and the fish bolted up to the surface, and we all had no clue what kind of fish it was. And we started to see a bit of colour, and the fish came closer to the boat. At first we thought it might have been an albacore tuna, but as it come closer, we realised that it was a bluefin.
This is actually out the gate.
It actually is.
Okay. There it is. Bro, that's a fucking tuna.
That's a tuna.
Bluefin. Look at the bluefin. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a bluefin! Hello, boy. Is it a bluefin? I tell you. Jigging all night, boys. We're jigging all night. Boys.
We went mad, we were freaking out, and the fish went on one big run, went straight down.
Turn the clicker on. Turn the clicker on.
1,200 meters having a jig.
We had the fish to the boat probably 5 times, and it started doing big pinwheels around the boat. So we were going forwards and backwards and going around the boat, manoeuvring around.
You ready? Tell me if I need to go forward.
We're going to need the flying gas. We're going to need the flying gas. Get one of those gas
yeah, look at that. That's the tuna. Just there, mate. That element. Don't leave the hook there. Grab that element and pull. Forward.
What the heck?
Ready? Straight down. It's straight down.
He's coming up. He's
Good
coming up.
position.
Just watch that line with the gas, Chris.
Yeah. Too deep. Too deep.
He's coming up.
Forward.
Wait. Yep.
Forward.
Yep.
Right
He's
now,
coming
right
in.
now.
You on that?
Down. So I was fighting it in my hip, and then went to the gimbal, and then as the fight proceeded, I had to get into an equalizer harness because it was just destroying me.
Yeah.
You in? Sweet, we're on. Oh, he's down to work. Alright, so that flying.
Give him hell, Flynn.
And the leader on the rod wasn't that long, probably only 2 meters, so we couldn't get a wrap on it. So I had to wind the fish quite close to the rod tip, and we got the flying gaff out, sunk one gaff in its back, but it wasn't a good gaff shot, so we had to get the other one in the back, and yahoos broke out. We went mad. We had just nailed a southern bluefin on a jig in the middle of nowhere.
Small circle count.
Bring him home, Flynn.
Bring him home, bro.
Home,
Get
mate.
the dog.
Small circles, he's
Get the
keep
dog.
him up, keep him up.
Oh. Woo, woo.
Got him?
What's the knot there? Here we go. This is our chance.
Hold.
Hit him. Oh. Don't worry, we can. Hit him, Chris. Hit him now. Hit him. Get the other gaff in. Not a gaff in. Quick, get the other one in. Yeah! God.
How do you feel, brother?
Yeah! Get it on the boat! Get it in the boat!
Holy f.
Don't we want to
We got an over lifter.
Yeah.
Open the door, Nova.
I just got a bluefin on a jig!
It's a horse!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Flynn, for the cameras, mate. How the f do you feel? Look at the f jig in its mouth. It's a f jig. It's a kid's jig. Jig. Not a word of a lie.
The man, the myth, the legend.